Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a little Q&A video. A lot of the questions I have is kind of the same that I did in my previous Q&A, so I'm going to link that one. I think it's here somewhere for you or down below as well. Because it's kind of repetitive. So I chose questions that I haven't answered already. So welcome to my living room. Actually, I'm sitting on the floor. For once, you guys are not on top of the fridge. um, okay, so shall we start? When does Unisa applications open? So the applications are already open, and I am planning on filming a video how to apply. I think they opened on like the 16th, I think, or 14th somewhere, and they're open until September. So you need to apply now. The application link will also be below. All of my Unisa links are always linked down below in every single video, even if it's just a vlog. I just think it's so important to spread spread the link for you guys. You guys could just apply or, assert yourself or just have a look, if you want to peek what's happening. Just okay. So what's my plans after Unisa? So there's like a lot of I definitely want to do my masters, but if I'm going to do it for Unisa, I am not sure yet. And if I'm going to do it in South Africa, I am not sure yet either. Because I kind of want to explore the world. So I don't think it would be in South Africa. Or I'll just take like a gap before I do it. But I am not quite sure yet. I know I definitely want to do it, but when, where, and how is like completely different for me. Because I want to travel. I want to see places, and you can get teaching jobs all over the world. So I'm definitely not going to teach English in China. I'm not going to be that person. Well, I'm not going to say never, but that's not what I envision myself. So, yes, that's just that. I don't really know. Uh, how important is self-care is really important. I've realized this so badly. Like I've neglected so much. Like I've took 4 days off of work, hence why I'm able to film this Q&A on a Monday. So I kind of have neglected it for the last few weeks, and I've actually been feeling it. Like I can feel how drained I am and I'm tired. So it's important that you take care of yourself so you can take care of others and you can take care of your like schoolwork. So yeah, how long I've been living, like I've lived in this house. I've just signed my second lease, so this is my second year here. But I've been living alone since like grade 12. Like that's like because my mom lived in a different dorpy than where I was. So I was in the school in the West Coast actually, and she lived here in the Strand. So, and the school I was at didn't have a hostel, so I lived with family friends for a while, and they literally kicked me out. Not because I was like bad or anything. That my mom and them aren't friends anymore, so they literally just said I should go. And lucky enough, I had the dearest friend that allowed me to stay with them. And what was that? There was like a little flatlet next to their house, so me and her would live in the flat. So that, yes. So that was kind of stressful a lot. And then while I was living there, my mom moved again to a different town. And in that town she lived is actually where I had my boyfriend. So I went to visit really a lot. But thinking back, I can just see how I actually neglected her while we were there because I would rather be with him than with her. I mean, which is you're young and in love, so obviously, and I, I don't really want to talk about it, but yes. So I've been living alone quite a while. After school, when I got my first job, I actually moved in with my sister and her husband and their daughter Mia. I think you guys seen them on the vlogs. And Mia and I shared a room, and we shared a little tiny bed. So, this just doesn't happen overnight. Like, I know there are a lot of people that are so blessed and able to just live alone, or, but I was unfortunately not one of them. For every single thing I have worked so hard to achieve and to get. And I think that's really important for us to recognize that how far you've come and from what you've come from, so to speak. But yeah, I like the living alone diaries. I feel so like I need to put a disclaimer in, like, I'm not bragging that I'm living alone or anything like that. It's really not that. I have gotten a couple of messages saying that yeah, well, I'm not getting into that. Anyway, let's move on. Monthly expense. So, I've seen a couple of these videos around YouTube where students will go living alone would just calculate monthly expenses and just show what it actually costs. If you guys want to see something like that, I can definitely do it. But again, the same with the living alone thing. I do not want to feel people like I'm in a way like bragging or putting it out there that this is where you need to be at this stage of your life, because each of us are different. Like, next one is WhatsApp. Can we? No, I do have a WhatsApp number linked below, but that is for business inquiries on my small business that I have, and I do not run that WhatsApp. The business does, so you can't reach me on there. They will block you immediately if it is that. So yeah, because that is like a public number and it is posted all over the websites and on Facebook and everywhere. I do have a couple of you guys on WhatsApp, and it's lovely to chat to you. And if you have my number, please do not give it out to other people. I really just rather have you guys comment, or what, message me on Instagram or even Facebook is also fine. I have all of that linked below. You can follow me. That's actually where I posted to have all of these questions. So if you have questions, you can also just leave it there. For my small business, I have a little business with one of my best friends. We make earrings. Oh, I don't have an earring on of it. That's a shame. And we make hair scrunchies. So actually, I'm planning on doing a small business video. So be on the lookout for that. How difficult is online exams? Online exams is like easy in a sense because it's online, but it's also difficult because it's an open book exam. So I feel like they trick us and thinking, oh, okay, it's an open book, but in reality, it's an open book exam. So you still need to study. You still need to know where everything is. And with the exam, I do have a video with where I write online exams. I will link it, and they give you a certain amount of hours, and sometimes they give you days. So it quite depends on what you're writing. I remember there was an exam last year that I had like 3 days to complete, and it was like a nightmare of an exam. It was really bad. Like, those exams that are like a few days, you better watch out for them. But you just go onto my Unisa site, and then like you would go to your assessment portal, then they'll open the exam one, be able to download the paper, and then I normally just write it down, my answers, and then I would type because I just find that easier. But if we only have a couple of hours, I would not suggest that, because I actually got burned like that last year when I did actually the video one. I got burned like that because I wrote down all of my answers. I was thinking I was doing maths, like the OPM, and I did not have enough time to finish. So with the exams and me working full time, I do try to take half days off where possible, or a lot of the exams are actually like from 5 o'clock this day, or they give you like 2 days to complete it, like I said. So it's not really that difficult for me to work full time and still do the exam. Oh, shaking you, and do the exams. So, yeah. I am planning on doing a video for the applications. You guys do not need to worry about that. It's really simple to apply. There's like a fee you pay, and then you just fill in the forms. I do have a video explaining like all of the other things, how to apply, but I'm going to make a dedicated video. So I'm going to show you and share my screen on how to apply to Unisa. So I am studying the bachelor's in education. I'm doing intermediate phase teaching. This is my second year. I don't think it's really that difficult. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's difficult, it's a lot of work, but I mean, I don't think it's not. I don't want to say it's not difficult because then everybody thinks like, oh, but I don't think it's that difficult. Just sneezed again. How are you feeling about not getting a license? I'm kind of bummed. I really wished it's just one of those things. I just need to take the process over. I haven't made my appointment yet. I'll leave that video linked. If you don't know, I failed my driving license because the car rolled. So yeah. So I need to rewrite my learners and then I'll be able to do it again because that kind of expired and they're fully booked. So it's just one of the things about life. Okay, next question. How do I pick my modules? Your modules, you how it's structured for us, we have, I think it's like levels, level 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then you pick 10. There are some of them that is compulsory, so there are models that you have to take. The models that you have to take is just normally something that I really do not find interesting, and I feel like it's common sense in a way. I don't want to say sense. You know what I'm trying to say. I feel like it's common knowledge. A lot of the modules that you're compulsory to take, but also I've learned a lot of this, and if I wasn't forced to take them, I definitely would not. So, and then with each level, with us, you have to take languages. You have to take 2 languages, I think. I think you could take a third, but I just take 2 Afrikaans and English. And then I'm taking maths, science, and then the other modules I'm taking are compulsory. I've been taking maths and science modules for the last 2 years now, and actually next year I was thinking of taking an extra module as well. But I don't know if I wanted to be like, I definitely see myself teaching maths and science, or I see myself teaching Afrikaans. I do not see myself as a life orientation teacher or, economics teacher or a history teacher. I might do history, but if you do history, you kind of do technology and all. I'm not that person. I don't see myself teaching that, and I know this kind of sounds so stupid, but I am definitely not going to accept a position someday to teach one of those things because all of the teacher advertisements I've seen is for life orientation teachers. So I like, is no one else teaching it? Is everybody feeling the way I am? So yes, but like I said earlier, I do not know if I will be teaching in South Africa. I'm definitely will be coming back, like this is my home, but it wouldn't be after I graduate. Maybe it would. Who knows what life's bring for me that time? Like if I'm engaged or married, then obviously I won't be able just to pack up and leave. But even though me being in a relationship right now, I feel like I'm comfortable enough to tell a person this is my dreams, this is what I want to do. And I know he will totally respect that, and sorry, my eyes itching, and he will just understand that this is something I want. So yes. Let's make this our last question because I have no idea how long this video is going to be. Let's find a good one. Okay, how much is study fees? Mine this year or semester, because this whole year is just one big semester, it's like in the 20,000 range. I do pay the study fees myself, but there are so many opportunities for you to get a bursary. Like, it's insane how many there are. I'm going to leave a couple of the links for you down below, a couple articles you could read regarding getting bursaries, because I don't think it could be that hard. I just think your marks need to be up to standard and you need to meet certain criteria. Or the income you have should be under a certain amount to qualify, or your parents' income should be under a certain amount, or they should be like on that disability fund or the pension or what, like the government funded, for you to qualify for certain things. Fortunately for me, I am in a position to be able to pay the study fees myself, so I do that. And with Unisa, you could pay over a couple of months. You don't have to pay the full amount now. So I feel blessed in that way that I don't have these huge student loans or anything like that. When you apply, there is like a fee you need to pay for you to register, like you're accepted, but you still need to pay. Like mine was like 5,000 and something, so I needed to pay that to be able to receive study material and, you know, be able to give assignments in just for the first payment. So it is a little pricey when you do it this way around, but it's just so much better, because I think with bursaries you do have to pay it back in some way or another. Either you pay it back when you start working, or if you get a loan from a bank. It is kind of expensive. It's so expensive to study. And also some bursaries you have to like work at the school they tell you to work at, because you know you're government funded. So they could put you in a school, you could live in Cape Town and they could put you in a school in like Mpumalanga, and then you'll have to go, because what else could you do? You're kind of in debt to them in that way. So it's really careful to read the fine print when doing bursaries. Well, I have tried to get one, but like I said, I think I am much more happy in the decision I made to pay them myself. So yeah, thank you guys so much for asking me these two questions. I feel like it was a little bit of questions, like I don't know. But a lot of it I have was repetitive from the previous video, so I will link that for you, and all of the other videos I spoke about. You can also just see all of it on my channel. All of the links will be down below to be able to subscribe to or apply or read for all of the articles that I've mentioned or that I will put for you guys. Also, don't forget to register for Unisa. I'm so excited to have you guys start studying. And if you're a student, how are your studies going? I feel like that nosy aunt every time I ask. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching and hanging out. Please subscribe to this channel. I really think we're growing, and it's so good to see like every video or every day I go on and then we see just 1 more, 2 more, 3 more. So I think in the last, I got an email from YouTube with the stats, and in the last 2 weeks we've gained 22 subscribers. So we are growing and I'm so happy about it. So thank you guys so much for being here. If you have more questions, feel free to leave them below. I think to leave it below is better than to message me on Instagram, because you know then everybody can see your questions, and if somebody else is shy to ask the questions, they can just read the comments and see what you're asking. So guys, thank you so much. Bye. And I'm gonna sneeze.